building to the right of the double-decker bus. That is the Five Guys chain restaurant. Just had an excellent BLT sandwich, and no, they did not pay me to say that. And while we're on the subject, I want to make a bit of a disclaimer. Everything you see here in this video are my opinions. No one has endorsed me in any way for this video or any of my videos. I'm just a guy out walking around making videos. They're not even great videos, but I do what I can to show things that might be interesting. All right, and for that, today, after living in London for over 3 years, I figured I'd pretty much seen everything. And while it's true you can catch a lot of stuff just out walking around or looking stuff up on the internet. Here's St. Paul's Cathedral right in front of us here, and but the problem is, if you don't have the luxury as I have of being here a long time, that might not be what you want to do. So today we're gonna do a guided tour. You probably guessed that by the title of the video, but we're gonna take a cab today. Now, there's a lot of good cab drivers in town, no doubt, but there's two that I know of, that I know in person, that are just phenomenal. First is Mark Monroe. He's got his own YouTube channel called Secret London with Mark Monroe. Go check that out if you get a chance. I'm going to hopefully secure a tour with him and get some video later on, but unfortunately I didn't do that on the subsequent trips that I've taken with him. But the guy I'm going to talk about today is Aiden Kent. He is London's one and only singing cabbie. Now, he's the real deal. If you see anybody else other than this guy, they're not the real deal. All right, there he is. And that is a unique paint job, by the way. Thank you. Now that's cool. I've not seen that in any other London cab. So what Aiden does, he gives you a tour of London and anything you want to see, and all the intricate details that are involved in a lot of these places you might have missed on your own. And he's also a notable singer, and he'll sing and serenade you along as you go along the city streets of London. And I have never seen any experience like this. It is absolutely outstanding.
Around the world I have searched for you. I traveled on when hope was gone to keep a rendezvous. I knew.
Now, the first time we rode with him, we came across him quite by accident and thought it would be interesting. But I didn't find out until later what a big deal he actually is singing. He has performed at the Palladium in town. And let me throw some pictures up of that performance. If you get a chance, go out and look for this video on YouTube. Search for Aiden Kent Palladium, and you should see him here performing. Excellent performance. And in this shot right here, if you're a Doctor Who fan, that is Bradley Walsh on the left of him. And he's also host of The Chase in the UK. And various other shows. He's quite a famous guy too. And anyway, he did his introduction and all that stuff. Excellent video. Go out and watch that. But anyway, this guy is the real deal when it comes to the singing.
To see the sights. We're now going over Battersea Bridge. There's 10 bridges in the Westminster and Hammersmith area that span the whole of the River Thames.
Aiden offered tours that ranged from 20 minutes on up to 4 hours in length, and we opted for like a 3-hour tour. And over the course of that 3 hours, he took us all over London, showed us things we didn't realize or had simply walked right past it and had missed it in our adventures out in town. So it was good to actually have somebody that could tell us all these nifty things that we had missed and show us some of the things that were tucked in behind other buildings that you would just walk right past it not realizing it was back there. So that was the value of having someone that knows exactly where everything's at and knows where the interesting historical parts of the city are. Another thing that was really great about this tour is it wasn't just a tour of London looking out the window of a cab. He would take us places, and we would all get out together, and he would point out the interesting things to see, and all that. So it wasn't just just driving around. It was a lot of stopping and getting out, and looking at stuff, and then jumping back in and going to seeing the next thing. A great way to see as much as you can if you're on a limited time schedule and you want to see a lot of the really interesting things. If you also want to see the stuff that's off the beaten path, he knows where it's all at. So if you tell him, "Hey, I've been here before. I've seen the Tower of London. I've seen the Parliament building. Show me something different that most people don't see." He'll take you to that too. And there's a lot of that around here. A lot of good stuff that just are well beyond the scope of the normal tourist attractions. So without making this video too long, I'll just close with this. If you want to do something interesting, if you want to do something unique that a lot of people haven't done that have been here, try this guy. He will give you a unique experience unlike anything else in town. He can pick you up at the airport or a train station. Just call him or email him in advance and make a reservation with him. He can also, work with your time schedule too, for the most part. We've been with him several times out and enjoyed it each time. So I've never had a bad ride with this guy. He knows his stuff. He knows where everything's at, and he'll give you entertainment along the way with his excellent singing. So when you get a chance, check him out on YouTube, Aiden Kent, AIDENKENT. Look him up on YouTube. He's got some unique videos on YouTube, and great guy. So I'll just close with that and leave his contact information at the very end of the video, and you can just pause that and write it down if you're interested in getting in contact with him. All right, this has been another one of London. Cheers.